Already always tough to lose in this league, and there's plenty of plays we can point to that could have made a difference in the game if we had executed better. I thought we were explosive on offense for much of the day. Justin did a phenomenal job again, having a big day. He was being doubled and safety was helping, but I think tribute to him, but tribute to Kevin and our coaching staff just continuing to find opportunities to still get him the football. We really struggled to have a sustaining running game today. Not enough production there, and I would appreciate the ability to kind of spread the ball around too, get KJ and Adam involved and TJ, and I think we're at our best and we can kind of get all those guys contributing. So we'll look to do that in the weeks ahead, and that's about all I have. So take any questions you have.
Kirk, when you get into that kind of a drop-back game and you're either because of trailing or because the running game isn't working, how does that change things in terms of what they're able to do to send pressure up to you?
Yeah, I think they certainly have a multitude of coverages they can play. They can pressure and try to eat up your halfback or make you throw hot. They can drop 8 and play coverage and try to double Justin or just play with a lot of soft safeties, and it's a little bit of everything. I think they kind of played man at times. They doubled Justin at times in man. They played 2 deep zone. They pressured, tried to eat up the back. So there was a variety of looks, so we just kind of had to manage it, play to play.
Kirk, that goal line fumble, guys said Dalvin was looking to throw that. I mean, what do you think of the call, and how much of a swing was that?
Yeah, I mean, no points in the red zone is always tough. It's the coaches make so many decisions throughout the game, and I think that's one where we just got to execute. And I would say the same of many other plays throughout the game that you feel you left out there. If we can just execute like we're capable, you can end up with a much better result today.
What are the challenges of playing without 2 starting offensive linemen?
Well, I do think that Blake and Austin did a phenomenal job today, and we asked a lot of them when you factor in the noise and the silent cadence, and there's just a lot of offense, and they just did a phenomenal job handling all those moving parts. So proud of the way that they played and protected and held up.
Kirk, how different is this Lions team, do you think, from when you saw them in Week 3 than when you just saw them today?
Yeah, well, they really all year long, they play hard and they're tough, and I think they were sharp against us Week 3, but they certainly were today as well, and they're a good football team, and in this league, man, it's every week they're all really good.
Kirk, you talked about this being a T-shirt and hat game.
Yeah.
Kind of frustrating to come in, hoping to get that division, then boom, what happens today?
Yeah, that's the frustration, Chris. Is you want to shut the door, and we didn't, and so Saturday at noon back in Minnesota. It's about us, but I also want to encourage our fans, to show up and let's get that thing done next Saturday at noon, and let's have it be a tremendous atmosphere and make it a tough place to play, and let's go get it done next week.
Kirk, what's the key then to the mental resiliency to get that done?
Well, you just stay the course. I mean, it starts with watching the film on the flight back and talking about how we need to be better, why we weren't better, getting it fixed all day tomorrow, and it's just a short week. So I guess Tuesday we'll jump right into it and get going again. So just have to have a great week, stack days on top of each other, and then be ready to execute as flawlessly as we can on Saturday.
Kirk, to go back to the fumble at the goal line, how often had you guys practiced that? How had it gone in practice?
Yeah, had it gone well. So it's just a unfortunate outcome there.
Is there something that stands out to you about Justin and how he navigated their defense today compared to earlier in the year? Is something different?
We felt in Week 3, I think there were 8, pass interference holding type calls. There were 8, and we felt the league acknowledged there were probably a few more as well. So that's always going to impact things. Today, didn't have as many of those, but it all works together. You got to have great play design. You've got to have great protection. You've got to be able to make the throw, and you've got to have the other guys doing their parts to threaten the defense. And then Justin has to be special. And when it all comes together, that's when you get to see him do what he does. But many times today it did, and then we left some out there.
Is there a certain amount of sort of locker room leadership needed in a week like this to make sure that the door of this is closed and everyone, some of the younger players realize what's still available to you guys?
I think the silver lining, you never want to lose. I think the silver lining of a loss is the constructive, work you're going to do now to get things corrected. I think that will always be there when you lose, and when you win, it's always tempting to look past mistakes that get made. I'm not saying that's happened, but it can be tempting. But when you lose, there's that urgency that's naturally there that creates, some good improvement, and so that's a silver lining. But you need leadership after wins, you need leadership after losses. That'll always be there to keep everybody focused and ready to go for the next challenge.
Some of the hits you mentioned last week, kind of feeling like every week is getting put back together from a car crash. Short week this week. How did you feel coming out of this one physically?
Yeah, it's pro football, so you're going to get hit. You understand that, and then you got your chiropractor and your tissue person lined up for Monday afternoon. So I'll do my same routine I've been doing now for 5 seasons here in Minnesota and beyond. Going back to Washington, just keep employing the same routine and get put back together. And but we dropped back a lot today, and there's it's on the road, and so there's some challenges that come with that. And I just was proud of the way protection held up, and the receivers and tight ends kept getting separation versus man coverage, getting open, making plays. All righty, thanks.